Facebook has banned Infected Blood Australia from running ads and from letting people know about Australia's deadliest medical scandal, contaminated blood. G'day, my name's Charles Mackenzie. I'm the president of Infected Blood Australia, and we can't get the message out. We're not allowed to. Our mainstream media won't investigate Australia's deadliest medical scandal, and now social media companies won't even allow us to share the facts about what's happened, and thousands of Australians having been infected with viruses as a result of contaminated blood before the years 2000. Well, if you know me, you'll know that I've been campaigning for 30 years, and in that time I've faced jail, I've faced apparent death threats. I've got people in our group telling me that they fear that I'll be murdered for speaking up about Australia's deadliest medical scandal. What a fiasco, honestly. You know, the contaminated blood is not a conspiratorial issue. The BBC run stories on this in the UK and have done in the last week, for goodness sake. But here in Australia, it's conspiracy. Our public broadcaster, the ABC, refuses to investigate thousands of infections from contaminated blood transfusions. They've never once done so in 30 years. They refuse to investigate Australia's worst treatment failure, the Factor VIII product that killed 1,400 members of the haemophilia community here. We only had a couple of thousand haemophiliacs in the country, and they killed 1,400, and the ABC can't investigate. Something's very, very wrong. And, you know, I'm probably going to have to leave for a different place to live, because I don't want to. I love the country that I live in, but they won't allow me to speak about Australia's deadliest medical scandal. I get banned. Our group gets banned from promoting. We get shadow banned. I know that we're lepers. Leper of the lepers I am, but I'm not that unpopular that no one ever watches our video or likes us. It's just all this shadow banning. And this basically is a bit of a running theme in my life here in this country, Australia, for talking about something that should not be a taboo subject at all. It's a public health scandal, and we're mature enough and smart enough to be able to address these things. But apparently our media doesn't believe so, and certainly our government doesn't believe so, and certainly this humanitarian agency, the Australian Red Cross, doesn't believe so. And the Australian Red Cross don't have nice things to say or think about me, because 20 years ago they were trying to jail me. Here you go. Go have a look on Google. It's important you should do your own work, because we lead with the truth, okay? And you'll see here, blood inquiry witness faces court action. So the humanitarians tried to jail me, and they made up, if you read the article, they lie. Humanitarians actually go ahead and lie and say that I'd been trying to distribute confidential donor information. I didn't have confidential donor information. They knew that. They were the ones that held any confidential information, and yet here they are trying to smear me. I stood up to them. They're bullies. They deserve to be jailed. Their leadership is run by criminals, and they're in a partnership, a criminal partnership with Australia's first $100 billion company, the vaccine giant and blood products giant CSL. Here you are. This is how our media that will never ever tell you about contaminated blood, this is how Australia's media portrays CSL. Beautiful blood. Have a look up, Google, Sydney Morning Herald, beautiful blood. How CSL became a global success story. You know, not one reference to the fact they killed 1,400 people and they're guilty of Australia's worst treatment scandal. Not one reference to the ample evidence that they knowingly distributed contaminated blood. Not one mention of the children that they knowingly injected with HIV or hepatitis C. Not one mention of how they imported high-risk blood and mixed it into Australian blood products and gave it to children and killing them. Not one mention. Not one mention. This is the Australian media. Australia is under attack. We've lost our media, we've lost our government, we've lost our politicians, but we haven't lost our people. If you can hear me, please go to infectedbloodaustralia.com and fill out our support form for our very own legal inquiry into Australia's deadliest medical scandal, and by God do we need it. We're not even allowed to talk about the facts anymore. We get shadow banned. We get put down. I've had attempts to jail me, and apparently I've also there's a risk to my life. So believe you me, if you want to defend Australia, join us and we'll do it with you. Thank you.